Check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
No clips, no drops, nothing. It's June 11th, 2020. My name is Corey Winfield, and this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. I thank you for tuning in to listen. And the reason there was no clip there was because the last one I played was inappropriate. According to Marnie. Marnie's here with me.
You think it was inappropriate?
Do I think it was?
Or you're saying that I said
No, I thought it was very appropriate because it was about having fun. And I thought it was fun. It was a little longer than most intros, but I thought it was funny, and you just were like, oh no, that's horrible.
No, I thought it was amusing.
No, you didn't. You were like, that's horrible. That has nothing to do with recovery.
I didn't say it was horrible. I never said it was horrible.
You said, it's too sexual. Ugh. Disgusting.
Once again, that's how I sound.
Yeah. That's how you sounded the other day. But anyway, so we just went plain open. You know, don't want to scare nobody away. Because plain open says recovery, right? One about fruit and desserts. No, it's not about recovery. But just plain open's about recovery. Yeah. Today's my birthday, though. That was not...
Happy birthday to you.
Thanks. It's not something I really hope to talk about today, but I don't know. You just have to learn how to move past things, and I guess it's when expectations hit you. And I don't know, like I was really hoping to get a card from my mom, and then I realized how much I missed getting the cards from my grandmother, who I won't get any from because she's dead. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it just I don't know, it was bittersweet today. It really was. Like I wasn't overly happy, and I don't know, I think it's just I don't know. I think I had too high expectations of a day that's just, another Thursday is what it really should have been. And
no, that's not true. You shouldn't. It's your day. It's a happy birthday. And I have a confession to make to listeners, is that I actually dropped the ball today. And even though that we've been celebrating his birthday the last few days, today being the day, I made the mistake of not setting my alarm. Well, I did set my alarm. That was a problem. I was back to work today, my first day on the job at a new position, and I was nervous and set my alarm, and then I slept through my alarm, and I woke up and I was frantic and my head wasn't in the right place, and I did forget to wish him a happy birthday before I left for work, so I apologize, honey.
Yeah, it just kind of fit in with the day. I mean, the best part of my day was when I just came home and Nico came running down the stairs to greet me. She was so sweet. Like she just came running down the stairs, and it is what it is. You were busy. I was gonna have a little game we were gonna play today, and we could do the top 10 excuses for why you miss your spouse's birthday. But then I figured that would be poking too much fun, and
I didn't miss it.
I know, but I don't really want to go there anymore with it, and it's okay, it's fine. It wasn't gonna make my day any better, it wasn't gonna break my day, but don't beat yourself up over it, and I love you, and I moved on. But it was just a combination of a bunch of things today that just kind of made me, like I said, the expectations that I had for the day were just that. There were expectations, and for me to have my day planned or made or broken by something that someone else is going to have to do or say, putting those expectations on the day, like I really wanted a card in the mail, I really was expecting one and I didn't get one. And I hate cards, and my mom knows I hate cards, but just that I was like, yeah, I'll check the mail. And of course, I didn't get any. And then that's when I started thinking about my grandma and how much those cards, and I still have them in a shoebox somewhere, and how much those cards, do mean to me. And, yeah, so other than that though, as far as recovery goes, it was an interesting day for me. I didn't want to drink or anything, but I really wanted to go to a meeting. And I'm so confused about where they're at, because it's not too long ago that we moved to Traverse City. And I don't know where they are. And it would be so easy to find them, but I get caught up in, I guess, using the excuse of, I can just jump on the Zoom meeting, whatever, that I haven't really sought out any of the meetings in town. And I think that's going to start becoming a problem if I don't, get off my rear and start finding these meetings and go to ones that I really like and seek those out, because it kind of goes back to, the people and places and things. And when I was first told, I had to change the places that I go and the people I hang out with, I was at home on the couch, like alone. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't hang out with bad people, but I didn't seek out the good people. I didn't seek out the good things to do either. And I don't want that to kind of go back to the same way that I used to be. I haven't had any thoughts to drink, or I haven't wanted to drink. So that's good, but I don't want it to ever creep in my mind that would be a good idea, that no one will know if I just, get a pint or a fifth or hell, a half gallon, and I'll just nurse it, I don't want those thoughts to creep back in my head, because when they do, it's bad. And I know how it's going to end right now, and I can tell myself exactly how it's going to end. But for some reason, it's jumped in there before, and it just sounded like such a great idea and a foolproof plan that I couldn't resist. And that's the power of alcohol. That's the power of addiction, and that's the power that your brain has over you. And you have your brain and you have your heart, you have your soul. Sometimes your soul, you have to pull out and make that win. And that's the last time I'm ever going to say pull out. Just kidding. So yeah, so I got to get back to meetings. I got to start getting that routine going again. Otherwise, I just kind of, and it's not fear, but I guess I'm scared that, I don't want that to ever happen again. So it's up to me to make that happen. It's up to me to get out there and find meetings. So that's what I'll be doing here in the future. And it's also easy to, blame other people too. A friend of mine was in treatment. He was in treatment with me. He got out. He went back to treatment. And then he just got out recently again. And we had made plans to, be AA buddies, go to AA meetings. And he's been out for, I think, 3 weeks now. We haven't gone to one meeting. And I can't put it all on him either. Where am I at? Where's my text message just saying, hey, buddy, let's go? It started at first, and then I just let it dwindle. Jamie Kelly, who, if you heard the podcast a month or two ago, he wanted to start a podcast, and he wanted to do it around, the military. And, it sounds good. I would love to do that. I would love to have Jamie start that, and I would support him 100%. But where's he at now? The things sound good, and you want to do them, and yeah, that's what's going to be awesome. And then, a week later, 2 weeks later, you're just like, that's going to take work, and I'm tired, and there's excuses, and there's a lot of people that have said they wanted to do a podcast or do something with 217 Recovery, and then, you blink and they're gone. And it's nothing against them. It's just where they're at, I want to say, in their recovery, and a lot of people get this way, especially when they go to treatment early in recovery. They start feeling good. start feeling better, start feeling healthy, and oh my gosh, I want to tell the world about this. This is amazing. And they go on this kick, and that's what they call the honeymoon phase in recovery, if you've heard of that. If you've been to treatment centers, you know what I'm talking about. But when you first quit, it feels so good to not have hangovers and to be able to grab your car keys and go down the road and pick up the pizza this time, or, go grab some ice cream or go to the lake or do whatever. You're not a prisoner in your own home anymore. So, I mean, all this stuff just feels so good. And, you want to help the world and you want to tell everybody. And then you start to fade off a little bit. And then everything's the same. Everything's monotonous. And a lot of people at this point, they say, I got to make money. I got to get a job. Marnie, you were talking about that earlier. Well, not on the podcast, but with me earlier, you were saying that, a lot of people, they want to make that money and, they're trying to like make up for maybe bad performances at jobs or, the time they lost this or lost that or, would come to work drunk or drink on the job and maybe they get caught, but just they know deep down that, that was probably wrong and, their performance probably suffered. So now I'm going to work extra hard. I'm going to show that I'm a hard worker and have some kind of worth and have a purpose. And then that goes on for a few months and then it's just the same old. And you're just like, okay, now the seasons are changing. I'm still working this job that I probably don't like. And I'm working all these hours. I'm trying to run around here, stay busy. But you're missing the meetings. You're missing the community engagement. You're missing spiritual events. You're missing all these things to work. And you're not really healing yourself. You're not teaching yourself how to live sober. And that might be for you going to NA meetings. It might be going to Dharma. I mean, there's tons of different routes you can go, and those are all online too at 217recovery.com. If you want to check out, you're like, AA is not working for me, or maybe NA is not, go to our website and check out the pathways because there's a ton of them. And maybe you'll find something that you just absolutely love. And that's a start. Maybe you'll show up and you're not really digging the message, but there's cool people there. Hey, there you go, man. I went through AA and I tried to work the steps. I did the best that I knew how. My sponsor, he relapsed, which gave me an excuse to go relapse. And, I tried the steps again and I got hard on myself and, wrote some letters and, did the whole pity party thing. And that's what I call it because that's what I was having. And it just, for me, that wasn't the thing, but I still love going to AA meetings. I love the people there, and the people that are there are good people and they're around me. And when people that are around me have the same goal in mind of being sober and having a good time, I like it. So, I still go to AA meetings, but, maybe AA is right for you, then that's cool. But if not, like I said, there's plenty of different ways and different pathways. But if you can go to those places and find those meetings and, be a part of that community, then you can work your way back into other community events and functions. And next thing you know, you're quite the social butterfly and people are looking at you going, hey, didn't that guy used to drink a lot? Or wasn't he on drugs? And you're like, yeah, it used to be. And that's the beauty of recovery is it's who I am today. And it's who you are today. If you're in recovery, that's what matters. You can't change, the past. You can't take things back, We all probably wish we could, but we had to go through those and learn those things on our own. And, in the time that God wants us to learn them. So if you have any questions or need anything, feel free to reach out. We're on Facebook. We are on Twitter, not as much, but we're there. It's very easy to get a hold of us. You can drop us emails to Corey, Anna, Marnie, all at 217recovery.com. Just our first name, then at 217recovery.com. Pathways are online as well. And if you want to bid on those shirts we had up for auction, nobody's really bid on them since the first bids. I think $22, which is a pretty nice shirt. The other one might be 26, I think it was, 28. But that's on the auction site. If you go to 217recovery.com, you bid and you win. It's a donation. And if you want to make donations, we are a 501c3 public charity. So we are recognized by the IRS. So that means you get to deduct that on taxes if you would like as well. If you need more help, more info, like I said, drop us a line. But gonna cut it